Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a special edition of Once Upon a Game. We're playing Firebrands because it's Saturday and all my role-playing game shows are not going on, so I wanted to do something. So, hello, welcome. We are playing Firebrands by Vincent Baker, which is part mecha anime, part Mario Party. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know a lot of people here have either played it before. I know it's at least three of ours near favorite game. Someone who's read it and someone who's brand new. So we got plenty of stuff coming at, and hopefully you can see how much fun this game could be. How much fun this game can be, whether you are an experienced veteran, it's not your first rodeo playing this game, or if you're brand new. All right, cool. So welcome. Let's go around and say who we are, because we're playing role-playing games today, and they involve the most important element of people. So I've corralled 4 people to join me on this game. So let's go from the far side. So let's start with Drummer Boy.
Hi, I'm Drummer Boy, or Andrew. I make music. That's what I'm known for mostly. Just role-play music and Roll20 stuff and a few others.
Yeah, isn't there something like something on the internet now or something?
Yeah, there's like a website or something people can go to if they
Oh, a
want.
website. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is that?
That's he spells it really dumb. Drummerboy.com, DRUMURBOY.com.
Drummerboy.com? Huh.
There's also it's like early stages right now, but for people that can't afford the price that I charge for custom music, there's gonna be a way soon for people to get stuff.
Excellent. Looking forward to it.
More on that in a couple of weeks, I think.
Cool. Awesome. Cool. Let's move down the line. Sci-Fi.
Hey everybody, you can find me on Twitter as sci-fi with an underscore. I am known for being the resident mecha expert. I love all things mecha anime. I brought Firebrands onto this show the first time that Eric played it on here. I love this game. Vincent Baker is a genius for designing it. And yeah, we're going to play it. We're going to have a good time. Follow me on Twitter, sci-fi with underscore, SCIFRI underscore.
Yeah. Cool. Sean / Hyena.
Hi, I'm Sean / Hyena. You can find me on Twitter at Hyena Spots. I enjoy role-playing games. I'm the guy who read it and has not yet played it, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm very excited. And yeah.
Excellent. Cool. And Kelsa.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kelsa. I play role-playing games on the internet, sometimes here, sometimes other places. I'm really excited. I really love this game. The fact that it's like mech pilot anime is just bonus. There's so many fantastic things about this. I love the sci-fi. I love the romance. I love the fights. It's just brilliant. So I'm excited.
Oh yeah, excellent. Cool. Then with that, we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna introduce the #1 rule that trumps all other rules. This is the X card and stuff like that. So in case anything is super uncomfortable, just be able to speak up and be like, hey, I think that's where we should fade to black. I think I'm really good with that. Or can we not actually include talking clowns or whatever, right? Basically, let's just agree that we're adults playing a game together, and we're going to respect each other. And if someone says like, no, I really don't want, like, can we go to black? Let's not ask why. Let's trust them, right? And just be, it's okay. We're smart people. We can work with whatever we need. All right. So can we agree before?
Indeed.
Excellent. Cool.
Done.
So, all right, let's talk about Firebrands. So, as Sci-Fi has so eloquently put it forward, this is an amazing game by D. Vincent Baker, the designer of Apocalypse World, Dogs in the Vineyard, and Kill Puppies for Satan. So
His best work.
his best work, frankly. Poisoned is also really good, but anyways. So we're playing this game about mech anime. We're playing pilots. The #1 thing about this game is that we're playing to get into messy entanglements. That is what we're doing here. It's not so much to win the war. It's not so much to get into a horrible fight. It's and be the best mech ever. It is to fall in love with your enemies, fight your friends, and ally with rivals. Create messy entanglements. All right, that is the objective of this game. How do we do that? We create characters who belong to 3 different factions. and I'll go quickly over them. We can see them on the screen here, and I'll give you a little bit of history about the setup and fictional scenario before we drop in and make our mech pilots. Our mech pilots will consist of our name and a couple attributes based on which faction you belong to. So, with that all being said, this is the far-flung future. Humanity has spread to the stars. There is sort of a colonial stellar Earth union that keeps everyone together. Belonging of that Earth stellar union is like the super rich landowners, and this is our first faction coming up. The landowners are your mega corporations, and all of them. They are, if you want to be a part of the landowners, you are often just a hired mercenary company working for the landowners. They own shares of different solar systems and stuff like that. And the solar system we're focusing on this place is called the Bantrol system. The Bantrol system is like your Arrakis, if this was Dune. This is just a garbage land until someone discovered something very valuable on Bantrol, which, as soon as that happened, completely changed the landscape of the economic value of that system. And that conflict of that sudden discovery is what we are going to be exploring here. So the Bantrol system was originally kind of oversaw by the Bantresh, the noble families. Think of your, let's just continue with Dune a little bit. Those are your noble houses. Those are your Atreides, your Harkonnens. They're run by Duke, Major, Royal, Regal type families. And they suppress the revolutionary class, the worker class of people. And for years, they've been just doing this fine. The landowners who actually own the Bantrol system, quote unquote own, they've had a lot of laissez-faire. Once again, Bantrol shares were literally, they would be traded on the market as like a joke, right? That is literally was worthless system affair until this thing came up. This thing called Bantrophil, crystalline Bantrophil. Bantrophil. This is the chemical compound. That's kind of all Vincent gets into about it. It's supposed to make engines more efficient. We can discover what that is through play should we want to, but essentially that is our spice. That is the key ingredient that makes this place super valuable. Okay, so that's sort of the overall system. So we have the Earth-like landowner faction. Those are like the mega corporation people. We'd be playing a mercenary. You have the Bantresh faction, who are sort of the nobles of the system. These are your noble house type people, your Atreides and stuff. You have regal mechs. Or you could be a common person. You'd be part of the revolution who is trying to fight to overthrow the Bantresh. Right? And those are your working class type people. Your classic worker uprising style stuff. And that's how we get to our three-way problem. Right? So hopefully this all seems pretty clear about how this is like literally classic Gundam, I feel. So anyways, that's kind of it. So is anyone immediately jumping out being like, I want to play this faction? So let your voices be heard.
I want to play Bantrish.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So Hyena, let's start with you. You will be our guinea pig. You'll be our hyena pig today. Let's go ahead and make your character together, and then we'll go from there. Right. So as a part of the landowner faction or Bantresh faction, your people of your same family are your friends. Other Bantresh families are your rivals, and landowners and revolutionaries are your enemies. Oh, one more thing about the classic three-way problem. There's no such thing as an actual war going on in this system.
There is no war on Bantrol.
Because should there actually be full-scale war here, then the Terran Federation, aka the bosses of the landowners, will basically step in, put martial law in, and nobody gets any money. Right? It just becomes horrible. So nobody wants that. That is the result of badness that we're all trying to avoid. So instead, we have police actions, where if the landowners step on the Bantresh and make a deal with them, and then push them out of the deal and give them, instead of 50%, 1%, and say it's still being generous, well, that's just, hey, you're being generous, quote unquote, in the papers. When the Bantresh then go funnel money to the revolutionaries to attack the landowners, well, that's just workers being workers. That's kind of there's a little bit of nuance to, instead of just outright
The entire planet
hostilities.
is Bossing Say, and there is no war in Bossing Say.
Yeah, you expect to be sometimes in social situations. This game involves a lot about the pilots themselves, and as well as the mecha. You will be in situations like dances and conversations over food, in addition to fighting with your mechs and dueling and chases and arguments and all that kind of stuff, right? Like all the good stuff that happens, as well as maybe stealing time together, right? We'll see. All right, so that's sort of what's going to happen. And once we make all our characters, we will go through play. So anyways, Hyena, hopefully that's enough time for you to kind of look over the Bantresh and see which qualities you want to give you, and as well as maybe a name.
Yes. So my character's name will be Kendril Zoron.
Okay.
And that's going to Zaron. And he is cultured, fiery, and rich.
Cool. So could you go ahead and change your Roll20 name to Zoron? Yeah.
Do you go by Kendril or by Zoron?
Kendril.
Yeah. Kendril is your name, and then Zoron is also
Your house.
obviously your name, but you're also your house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so that's your house, and you said what were your 3 qualities?
I am
cultured,
fiery, and rich.
Fiery. That was the last one. Okay, cool. And let's talk a little bit. What is House Zoron-ish? Are they like a big house? Are they a smaller house? Do they have a boss? Or where do you kind of think of it? Also, maybe like your colors, or what does your mech kind of probably look
house.
Like? Okay, ambitious. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think their colors are primarily violet and red. And their symbol is the phoenix.
Ooh, cool.
And yeah, so that's a little bit about my house. And I think we're like kind of a mid-level, we've got some people under us, but we're still trying to like climb. And we definitely took a hit once the landowners started mustering in, and I think we're losing a lot of our land to like the squabbles.
Okay. So the squabbles are costing you a lot. Cool. That's all you need to do right now. All right. So perfect. Thank you, Sean. So we have Kendril as our first character, and that's literally what?
No, go ahead.
Oh, you have a family mech, right? Is there anything probably cool about your mech that we should know about?
Oh gosh. I'll get back to me on that.
Sure.
I will think
no problem. Yeah, I'm not saying you have to so this game doesn't give you stats. There's no stats to have. There's no oh yeah, I have the +3 mega punch arms or whatever. If you want to punch your arms, and you describe your mech having cool rocket powered punches when we get to it, right? So
I think it has wings, like really cool phoenix wings.
Kind of. Yeah, like I'm imagining
that like light up.
Yeah, I was gonna say like vibro, like lightsaber-y kind of looking wings. Yeah, like Evangelion, like those metal wings. Okay, cool. Anyways, awesome. Who wants to go next? Who's jumping?
That was where I wanted to jump in.
Okay. I'll let Kelsey go first.
Thank you. I usually, when I play this game, I wait and choose whatever faction needs kind of filling in, but I really also want to play a Bantresh this time around, and so that's why I want to just jump in now, because we want to make sure each of the factions is represented, but I want to be able to have a chance at playing the one I want. So I am going to be playing Amzel Bafferton.
Amzel.
Amzel. AMZEL.
Okay.
And she is radiant, rich, and beautiful.
Oh yeah. What are the preferred pronouns for Kendril? You're muted, but dude.
He, him.
Oh. Okay.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Amzel is she, her.
Mm-hmm.
And she is part of the Bafferton family. Now, would you be interested in being cousins, Kendril?
I would certainly be interested in being cousins. That sounds like it's going to be a mess.
I agree. So the Baffertons and the Zarons are cousins. And I think that she her mobile frame is a ooh, do I want to yeah, sure, why not. Her mobile frame is like a quadruped, like a lion.
Like a Power Ranger. Yeah. Okay.
Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
like
yeah.
a sword?
Yeah.
Or like a Zord. Yeah.
Voltron.
Exactly.
Okay. What were your 3 traits, by the way? Your
Radiant,
qualities?
rich, and beautiful.
Huh. Awesome.
Yeah. And I think that very rarely people believe that she is the ace pilot that she is. She's kind of incognito in that people know that the name of the pilot that pilots the leopard mech, who needs a majestic leopard name. Leopard Prince is the name of her mech.
Say Leopard Prince.
Leopard Prince.
Leopard Prince.
Is her mech, and so everyone knows that is piloted by the Bafferton heir, but few people realize that it's actually the Bafferton heiress. And so when it comes to light, it's a little bit surprising because she has a very regal bearing when not piloting her mech. So
Nice. Perfect. Thank you. So you have your family name, got everything. Perfect. Let's keep going then. Who wants to go next?
I will go next if Drummer Boy doesn't want to. Otherwise, I can wait.
I have an idea, but if you'd like to go ahead.
No, I have my idea all figured out. So you go first.
If each faction needs to be represented, can we still pick Ben Tresh, or are we?
Yeah.
if you take Ben Tresh, that will force Sci-Fi and Eric to take one of them
That's fine.
landowners
I was already planning on being landowner.
Mm-hmm.
That's
perfect. I was planning on being a revolutionary, so
it sounds like
Works
it doesn't
for us.
matter what you pick.
Okay,
Alright.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go landowner.
Okay.
So
Cool.
do I do qualities or name first?
Just kind of going down the list. Whatever you want.
Okay. The qualities are confident, educated, and striking. My name is Maximilian Beretta. And so what I'm imagining for his family, his
What a
family
great name.
came upon a Bantresh, like a cultural Bantresh family, and just completely routed them. Like stole all of their art, all of their music, even took their amphitheater, like the entire thing, just whoop.
Okay.
So I'm going off myself a little bit here just to make it easier. So like he's a musician, he's an organ player, like a huge pipe organ player, and it's represented in his mech. So his mech is this gigantic striking, almost looks like the top of the amphitheater, and the organ from that amphitheater is placed on its back and weaponized.
Oh, cool.
I love it.
That's really rad.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So company name.
The mecha organ.
Yeah. Company name, unit designation, or squad call sign.
Yeah. So
Okay.
remember, playing as a landowner, you're playing someone in the employ of the landowners.
Yeah, sort of like a
Um,
mercenary.
Yep.
So,
So,
like,
you yeah.
Maybe that's the frame that I pilot from the wealthy family that has this thing. So I think
Yeah. So do you have like a
just to be assholes, their squad call sign is like this gigantic branching pipe organ kind of coming up in a floral pattern.
Oh, I could see that. So does everyone else do all the other mechs in your squad also, are they all organs, or are they all different instruments, or like or are you just special while the rest of them are kind of like military mechs, or you know what I mean?
They're
What do you think?
they're all culturally relevant. So like one of them might be called Michelangelo.
Oh my god.
And, like,
Okay.
it's kind of that kind of thing, because like they routed this cultural family, and that's where they got like probably a good over half of their wealth from. So
Okay.
much of this is due to their theft of the Bantresh family's monuments.
Okay.
And
Disgusting.
So
Exactly.
what do they call your unit? So like what do you call your squad or your group? So like what would people know you guys by?
the Valkyries,
Okay.
Flight of the Valkyries, some Wagner in here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. The
Even
Flight
the
of the
next
Valkyries.
sound, like a low rumble that a pipe organ would be, like the lowest possible note that they can play.
Yeah, that's super good. Cool.
So I'm just
Yep. Go ahead and start changing up your name on Roll20 and stuff like that. Sci-Fi, do you want to go first or me?
You can.
You see the floor so much though. Come on. You go
It's
first.
true. I have
It's your
seen it
turn.
before, like 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
All right. I'm playing a landowner. My character's name will be Aiden Burnsides.
Okay.
His 3 attractive qualities are confident, good-hearted, and striking. His unit designation is Rook 9.
Yep. Okay. That's pretty classic.
Yep. The classic like dystopian sci-fi chess naming scheme.
Yeah.
It's because I've been rewatching Code Geass recently, and they use that. Good mech anime, by the way. My mobile frame, I have a mech in mind that I know it looks like, but I'm just going to describe it for the sake of things.
For sure.
So it's a kind of bulky and like not as sleek as your typical mech suit. It's sort of designed for close quarters combat. It's a sort of dark brownish black color with a purple visor on it, and its weaponry is a couple beam sabers, dual wielding pistols, and a heat knife for close quarters combat.
So you have pistols, laser swords.
Yes.
Yeah.
The mech I'm thinking of for reference is the Echous Jigen from Gundam Unicorn, if you want to look that up. But that's not important.
What's
That
it called? The
takes way too
Segan?
much. way
The
too much effort.
Jigen.
Oh, Jigen.
Here, I'll post the. I will post a link to an image of it in the Roll20 chat.
No problem. Cool. Are you allowed to post links?
I think so. Copy image address. Bam, bam.
Oh, you
I'll post
posted-
it in Twitch chat as well. There you go, Twitch chat. There's a picture of the Special
Cool.
Force Vegan from Gundam Unicorn.
Nice.
Did you post it in chat?
I did. It should be there.
No,
Yes.
I don't see it at all.
I
Oh.
posted it for you.
There
Cool.
you go. Brilliant.
Okay, awesome. And then last but not least is myself. So I'm playing a revolutionary. I'm not sure about my name just yet, but I understand the concept of what I want to do. So I want to play a disgraced landowner. I want to play a mercenary, like failed mercenary huckster style landowner or mercenary who has like
Eric.
what?
Eric, do you want to be my cousin?
No, I really don't. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I want to be the person. I am a scoundrel. I am a dashing scoundrel, though. So I believe my qualities are charming, dashing, and funny. I'm truly a huckster. I try to get rich quick schemes and try to get away. If you're hiring me, you can kind of expect that I will do the unconventional. If you hired me, I let me think of a good name. I'm thinking of something like Groucho or Gonzo or like something, or maybe like Italian.
Gonzo is good because it makes me think of the
Jacopo.
Muppets.
Gonzo Jacobin. Jacobin's actually not a bad.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no! I'm Jacobin Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer, yes, I love it.
Yeah, that's exactly my name. I'm Jacobin Sledgehammer. And once again, my qualities are charming, dashing, and funny. I run a slightly out of date mech, so I'm imagining what Drummer Boy or actually more like what Sci-Fi runs. I am running something like an older version that has been well modified and with tricks up my sleeve that look a little unconventional. So maybe I kind of look like an older model, but I have plenty of surprises. And that's going to be my shtick. Okay. So charming, dashing, funny. And so if I'm here, you know that I'm up to no good and scheming around, and I'm an opportunist through and through. I believe Jacobin's probably like, if this was a TV show, it would be like Johnny Depp. So
Come on, let's be real. Johnny Depp would never be on a TV show.
yeah, that's true. And does my mech probably has to have a name?
Jump Street.
I mean, it doesn't have to.
Nah, I gotta have like a kind of like call sign or something like that. I feel like
He's kind of like
maybe
Jack
not.
White. Jack White that was paid to play Johnny Depp on a TV show.
Yeah. All right, I'll think of what my mech's name is and stuff later. But I'm a scoundrel. Okay. Did not save my name. Save my name, save my name.
No, it's there now.
There we go.
You're good.
Perfect. Great. So now that we've done character creation, we're ready to play. So this is the way the game's going to work. We are going to be doing this thing called Solitaire. This is the first game that we're going to play. This game is played like Mario Party, where we're all going to be taking turns picking games to play. And these games represent different scenes that are going to take place. So Solitaire is going to be our starting one, as well as going to be a game that we can play silently if you're not in the game that's currently going on. Solitaire is just trying to push different problems that are going on in the system right now to get the story going. Next games down, I'm just going to do quickly down the list, and most of them are really self-explanatory, but I just want to clear up a couple things that I know are going to come up. So the first one is, the next one is animated disagreement. That's having an argument. You can frame where that is, how it is, whatever. It's very general. It's also a hella fun game. Chase, also hella fun. Once again, very like these are all chassis that we will lay the fictional skin on top of. Conversations over food, a dance, a free-for-all. A free-for-all is a combat where generally there's no winner per se, but it's a chance for everyone to kind of like brawl each other, or maybe in a subset of people brawl each other. With 5 people, it may be weird if we're all there. Meeting sword to sword is your duel, typically one-on-one, in a mech or not. Stealing time together is your romance. It doesn't have to be. It could also be bromance. It's just heart-to-heart, real talk kind of scene.
It can also be like a lead up to meeting sword to sword, because
exactly.
It can be an encounter that leads to something else, and that something else could be an intimate moment, and it could be like a fight.
Exactly. And then the last thing to do, and we should talk about real quick, is a tactical skirmish. A tactical skirmish is a brutal game. This game will involve the deaths of your soldiers, period. This game is very interesting and very fun. It's just that I would recommend us not start with that out of the gate. Okay, that's the only thing I feel. If you have a good reason, maybe, but like, trust me, that's not, I think, where this game really lives. But other than that, we can keep playing. All right. So let's go ahead and jump and do some solitaire. So this is the interesting part of the game. Unlike The King is Dead, I think we all do this one, or just one person pick the game first, actually. Kelsey, do you remember?
So we all do a quick game of solitaire by ourselves, and then one person will pick a game with some and choose who else choose a partner for another game, and then you go through and see if it expands from just the two of them into more than that.
Yeah,
Right.
we all
So,
play.
we all play. Okay, I couldn't remember because the King of the all I remembered is that the King is Dead, which is the Game of Thrones version of this game, also by Vincent, swaps the way the game starts. I just couldn't remember which one was which. Thanks, guys. Okay, cool. So we're gonna play solo. The way Solitaire works is we're all gonna be choosing one of these questions and answering them from the list based on our factions and who we are. Okay. I believe we do this quietly, right? We each play individually. And then what's going to happen is in the first scene that somebody wants to do, this stuff will get brought up. And that's how we're going to do it. Okay? It will make sense as soon as we get a couple games under our belt. Trust me. But right now, just kind of look through this list and just pick something that's interesting.
Yeah, and the other thing about Solitaire is when you come into your next scene, as a result of your Solitaire, the other players notice or have heard something about you.
That's when you can bring that stuff up. Exactly.
So, like, think about what it does to your character.
Yeah, cool. So I inadvertently put revolutionary in the middle, so lucky me. Perfect. Okay. Are we all good with Solitaire? We all have a question and an answer that we want to do? Cool. All right. So now, the way this is going to work, we don't have to do clockwise or anything like that. The way this is going to work is that people are going to be putting forward games to play. Generally, if you play a game, reserve playing another game until someone else suggests a game. But if fiction so demands it, maybe we can make exceptions for that. But I feel like that is the most efficient use of our time and following of the fun and what we're interested in. This will be kind of hard with 5 people, but that's going to be, I think, the wisest course of action here. So, do we know where we want to start? If this feels intimidating,
I know exactly where to start. It's my favorite place to start, and I think it is good for 5 people. And that is a dance. So I get to pick a partner. And I think my partner is my cousin. I think that I asked my chosen partner how the two of us came to be dancing together. So at some point, you and I are at some kind of a noble function and wind up paired together as per
Is
house
it for
politics.
one of our family, or is it for like a third family?
That's for you to decide.
I gotcha.
So all I'm telling you is somehow the two of us wind up dancing together. You tell me what the event is. I mean, it could be like it could be like a noble ball for my family, for your family, for some other Ben Trash, or it could be like at a concert or a street festival. Like wherever you want to find us dancing together, that's where we're dancing together.
I think your family is hosting a dance. And I think so. The Baffertons have got something going on, celebrating some sort of event, perhaps like a new wedding in the family.
Sure.
And so
it's a wedding. Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Is it between Band Trash?
Yeah, I think it would between the family and
maybe it's like,
is it a good wedding? Like is this like a pretentious wedding? Is it auspicious? Is this controversial?
Ooh, is it like between a landowner and your family or something?
That's what, you know what I mean? Like, is
totally. It's a little bit controversial because it's between a landowner and I want to say one of my siblings.
Ooch.
Maybe older brother.
Okay.
And we're hosting it because it's planet side, and as a landowner, his spouse doesn't have any family or whatever. They didn't want to host it at like the barracks or I don't know, something weird. But I mean, he's getting married to like an officer or something. So this really gives an opportunity for pretty much everybody to potentially be here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's other players can join freely. It makes sense that their characters to also be present. So I like the idea of a wedding between a band trash and a landowner that literally gives everybody an in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And during the dance, anyone can ask anyone for details about the setting, occasion, and circumstances. So this is a little bit controversial, I think, but it's I think it's like a real love match, you know?
Sure.
And so our family at least is being really supportive, although
Other people will have other opinions. Sure.
Yeah. Like they're in
Yeah.
love, but politically it's a mess.
Yeah. Before we start,
Yeah.
there was one question I think you guys skipped over, which is what do you notice about each other and what have you heard?
Yes. What do we notice about each other and what have we heard?
I seem incredibly smug.
You notice that she is a little bit paranoid. You've heard that when she came back from a recent patrol in Leopard Prince, that she was a little bit shaken up and that someone had been following her. She doesn't know who it was.
I gotcha. Yeah, you have heard that, or like there's just been news in general that there was a landowner convoy that was attacked recently, and the trade goods that were in it were lost, and it was in a sector that formerly belonged to my family.
Cool.
So, I guess you may ask the first question.
You're muted, Kelsa.
You're muted. Yeah.
The first question is, who else is here?
Oh yeah.
Because
that's a good question.
I choose who I'm asking a question of.
Yeah. Well, I'm here. I am brought in on the arm of someone who's supposed to be here, not me. I was not invited. I am somebody's plus one. I'm dressed very ostentatiously. I imagine something to the effect of think of like a musketeer.
Mm-hmm.
So like the hat with the plume, like a cavalryman kind of outfit.
You fit in so well.
Something like that. And I also imagine I am wearing very actually I like the idea of red, whites, and blues. Something like that. Probably like blue vests, red pants, and like white and gold kind of whatever buttons and frills and stuff.
I think I didn't describe how Emzel looks, but she specifically is dressed down because she knows that she is beautiful and does not want to steal the spotlight from the happy couple. So she's wearing a very well-tailored dress, but it has a very modest neckline. You know, it has purposefully unflattering shoulder poofs, you know, because that's like a requirement of bridesmaids, I'm really sure. Unflattering shoulder poofs, it's like a law. And like her hair is done very severely, with like a very very simplistic jewelry, and yet she's still like radiant, and definitely ball gown.
Anyone else there?
I think I'm there. If it's a landowner party, then
Just describe yourself.
Hold on, real quick, Kelsa, is Amzel part of the bridal party?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She
Are you are you the maid of honor?
She was technically part of her brother's procession.
Oh, that's right. It's a brother. I'm sorry, not sister. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So she was more like I don't even think she was like the best man or equivalent. I think she was a secondary. Like she was only part of the wedding party because she was the sibling of the groom. So.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. All right. Sorry to interrupt you. Continue.
it's okay. I think Maximilian is on like a on a veranda kind of thing, just admiring the view, like swirling a small glass of wine. His appearance, very, very sharp cut, black, kind of like tuxedo, like future tuxedo kind of thing. And his appearance, he's got like about chin or shoulder length, tight black curly hair. And his face is very unremarkable, except for his eyes. His eyes are like a piercing blue. And he's just kind of admiring the scenery, because like his family, like they took the art for a reason. Like they appreciate this stuff. So he's just like admiring how the hills dip into the valley and like kind of the colors happening in the sky, and he's just like sipping the wine kind of in his own little world for a bit.
Cool. And that's where we see your character as the first introduction. And who else is here?
Yeah, I think my character would be there. I think my character is there more, less of his own volition and more of just because other landowners are there.
You are formally, yeah. It's a formality.
You don't reject a formal invite.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sure, cool. So, what do you look like? Anything special? Do you carry the I'm here only on business kind of face? Do you what like
I think
or
he's in his
Class
sort
A?
of like a formal uniform?
Yeah, Class A. Let's go to Class
Yeah.
A uniform.
Okay, yeah. He's got sort of shoulder length brown hair and bright green eyes. He's in his like mid-20s. He's a young fit soldier boy.
Cool. All right, so we're all here. So you have plenty of questions to ask.
I do. Oh, I didn't get I didn't get the description of Kendril actually.
Yes. So Kendril is he's like 5'8". He's wearing like a really well cut red suit with like nice golden shoulder ruffs, and has like a purple sash with pins on it, like the symbol of his house and like his station. And he's wearing these kind of like calf length black boots, and is he's got like chin length dark brown hair that's like straight, and he has these like piercing green eyes, and he is a pale
A lot of
man.
green eyes. Yeah. Okay.
So I think it's obvious that Emzel has to have brown eyes just to be different from all of these light-eyed guys. And she also has her hair is like a really dark auburn, and it flows down to like her waist. But like I said, it's pulled back into like a long braid, the braid is like at the top of her head, and then it curls down. And because it's up so high, it only falls to like her mid back, but normally it goes like further. And she is going to my question at this dance is going to be to who's the most interesting.
Are you the worst dancer?
I'm not the worst dancer.
Okay.
Like her dress is like silver with like purple highlights, which is like the house colors of I already forgot my name. Bafferton
yeah.
house colors, which are silver and purple. So that's the colors of her dress as well. And she this question is for Jacobin.
Okay.
Something about me catches your eye and your look lingers. What is it?
It's your hair and your gown. You're dressed. You said you are understated. Right? So are we dancing together right now? When this happens?
Sure, yeah.
we're dancing together. So of course,
Mhm.
I say, I probably say like my dear, right? I probably could give you an endearment. So like, my dear, you look extravagant this evening. You're, shall I say? All right, I'm trying to think of a way to put this. I want to say that you dress so plainly, allowing your natural beauty to be so confident and striking, and it makes you all the prettier tonight. You know, but in a way that a slick person could say. You know what I mean? Like saying like, "Oh, you like your dress is so I love it. It's so less of frills, and it just makes you so more beautiful. It shows off your natural beauty. You're luminous." Yeah. Thank you, Estany. Yeah. So
She kind of like demurs a little bit, and she says, "It was never my intention to draw attention to myself, but I would know the name of the man whose eye I've caught."
yeah. My dear, with looks like yours. Of course, you have my attention. And I mean, we're still dancing, and so I feel like this is the part where the song picks up, and now we're like twirling and stuff like that. And I say, my friends called me Jacob, and your mouth is close to my ear. What do you say? This is like one of those times when like I have to I imagine like a kind of like a square dancey kind of thing, only or like a formal dance, like hold hands kind of thing. Oh, and this is like one of the points where you get pushed away and then you come back to me and you're like your head's to my side of the ear or something like that.
Absolutely.
And what
I
do you
think
say?
I get very close, and I say,
This is a very Baroque wedding, I imagine.
probably. So she when she comes back, she says very, very quietly and very closely to your ear, "I, Mademoiselle."
Perfect. Okay. Then other questions ask each other, or people,
Cut
other people
over
ask each other.
to other people.
Yeah.
And there's multiple dances throughout the night, so you could find yourself partnered with either one of us.
Mm-hmm. So who wants to step in?
Who is? Is it anyone?
We all take turns until we've asked 2 questions total, and then the dance ends.
Sure. I wasn't sure if there was like an order to the turns or not.
No, it's
Me and Eric are gonna wait until each one of you have also gone before we take our second turn.
Yeah.
Got you.
I think
Any one of you guys?
at the moment in the dance, I laugh, like with my partner.
Who are you partnered with?
Yeah. Who you
Maybe one of like the end of the line bridesmaids of the.
choose another player.
Oh, she's another player.
Yes.
Yeah. The partner that you, at this moment in the dance you laugh, you're referring to another player. So, I mean, it's possible if you want to be that you're partnered with one of the random bridesmaids, and it's one of us that responds to this laugh being like next to you in line. That's fine too. But
yeah, these are addressed
questions
to
are
players.
Player to player. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll dance with Sci-Fi. You want to dance?
Let's stay.
Who's the other landowner? Are you the other
I
landowner?
am a landowner.
That makes sense. So we're just like, maybe we know of each other. We're not from the same family kind of thing, or the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like, I laugh because my understanding of what they're playing in the music, something kind of delightful happened in the music that I knew was coming, and then they did it, and I'm like, yeah. And like, some people like don't get it, but it's like, oh, it's so unexpected. It's so cool.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think I get your like musical laughter.
Yeah, like I'm trying to explain it to you, like, oh, they were doing this, and then like this was supposed to happen, but in the actual thing, like they skipped a part, and then this happened. Isn't that so funny?
It was following a pentatonic A minor, scale, and blah, blah, but then he did the minors, tonality or whatever. So like,
Yeah, they did like a secondary dominant when they weren't supposed to, or like they did like a fake cadence. They instead of going from a 5 to a 1, they went from a 5 to a 6. It's amazing.
I just smile and nod.
I wish eccentric was a character trait.
Oh, that would be
cool.
All right. Yeah. I think that's about that question. I can go next if no one else is feeling the initiative.
I've got one.
Okay, let's hear it.
I will choose you as my partner, Aiden.
Uh-huh.
And basically, at some point in the dance, we've gotten together, and I'm just like, so how long have you been on Bantrol? This isn't like my question, but that's kind of like
yeah.
How long have I been on? Maybe about a week.
Oh, that's not long at all.
Oh, recent deployment.
I see. My hair has fallen in front of my ear. Do you touch my face?
I think no. I think Aiden is the kind of guy to keep it formal.
Okay. No, that's fine. And eventually, like, I part from the dance with you, and I'm like, well, I hope you find our hospitality welcoming.
I'm certain I will.
Cool.
Who are you going to dance with, Safra?
Yeah,
that's my...
Oh yeah. I think I have a interesting question for Kelsa's character.
All right, we're dancing. What's this dance look like?
Yeah. So I'm gonna lead with the question.
Sure.
Where was it?
Yeah.
Here
By
it
the
is.
way, hold on, real quick. Just as a step out, as we can see, it's totally fine to do a lot of like setup B role play. You don't actually have to ask the explicit question. You could literally just ask the explicit question. It's very flexible in terms of how you want to address the things. But overall, and Astani brings up a good point in chat, how when the questions ask you, your is referring to your partner that you're with at that time.
Right. So the question I ask is, I lose my place in the dance. Do you let me stumble or do you draw me back into place? So I think while we're doing this, like, sort of partner switch dance, I think I just sort of lose my footing and don't fully, like, switch to the next person. And so you have an opportunity to pull me back in if you want.
I think I will. And it's done so fluidly that the only person that knows that you stumbled was you and me. As I just, you miss the handoff and I just give you just this subtle little push and you fall right back into step.
Right.
And it's completely flawless because I need this to be perfect for my brother. You understand?
Yeah.
Proper dancing is very important, right?
Yeah, super important.
Like, how important?
Like, if I think it's like a sign of bad luck. Like, if someone stumbles in like the dance, like if people fuck up the dancing at your wedding, it's a bad omen for your entire wedding.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
Gotcha.
It's not like illegal though.
Oh no.
Okay.
No,
it should be.
It should be.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. I don't know who I want to dance with next, so somebody else should go next.
Okay. I will go next. So, this is for Kendrell. I believe we're dancing next to each other or near each
Sure.
other.
Yeah.
And I think no, I think we were dancing together actually.
Okay.
I think this is a very this is a band trash song. This is a very not like obscure, but this is definitely like old school. This is old school band. This is an old school band trashy banger that has a really interesting dance to it.
Okay.
And I think the floor clears a little bit, and it's like you and I are like dancing off on this.
Sure.
All right.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So this is the first time I think we've even seen each other and met, but like we're both very like at least I'm like, oh, this guy can dance. And so my face is close to yours. Do you turn subtly away from me or are subtly toward me?
I turn subtly toward you.
Cool.
Yeah. As I think we like, there's a part where we like end up walking in close to each other.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. I feel like the dance is even better when there's like two people, because like I imagine there's points where like we go like back to back and like we're doing the thing and then like we twist around again, and like really it's like solo dance, but when it's done close to this, it's like this is really cool thing.
Yeah.
And anyways, we are crushing it on the dance floor.
Yeah. I'm an incredibly good dancer.
Yeah.
You're blessing this wedding with prosperity.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I do like the idea. It's a dance of joy.
Who else wants to go next?
Yep. My 2 questions are out, so I'm done.
So.
Oh, all right. I got one. Wait, did you have one? Sorry, go.
Oh, I was gonna ask you. At the moment the dance, where is it? When the dance ends, will you stand with me or rush away?
So one of the dances ends that we'd been dancing together. I think I'll stand with you for a moment. You dance better than I thought you would, considering your uniform.
Yeah. Full of surprises. Can I get your name, or should I just call you Mona Lisa?
What a surprising reference.
Again, full of surprises.
I'm Miss Bafferton.
Honored to meet you, Miss Bafferton. I'm Max, and I like kind of like offer my hand or like try to take your hand to do like the kiss at the top of the hand kind of thing.
I'll allow it.
Max Beretta.
Brilliant to meet you, Max.
Likewise. Can I still call you Mona Lisa?
Try it and find out. And I think that's when she walks away.
Okay. Now, like, as you walk away, like, just before you're out of reach, I'm like, very well, Mona Lisa.
And I think that she turns just enough that you can see her smiling in profile.
Cool.
Okay, so I think that I keep winding up with Aiden. The dance figures brings you to dance with someone else. Whom? And when the figure brings you back to me again, are you pleased or disappointed?
That is Interesting question. So, whom would it be? Indeed. I think it's another sort of the person they take me to dance with is another sort of lower ranking landowner mercenary who showed up as part of the company here. And I think when I am brought back to you, I am somewhat pleased.
Has your dancing gotten any better?
No. I feel like, if anything, it's depreciated with the passage of time.
Oh,
She helps a little bit. Brilliant. All right, that was my second question.
all right. Mine is to Maximilian. Something about me catches your eye and your look lingers. What is it? We don't necessarily have to be dancing together at this point.
I think it's right after Amzel walks away and I do the thing. Are you what faction are you?
I'm Bandresh. So I'm one of the. Are you like asking me that, or?
I'm just like giving you
kind
of a look, giving you a look to see if I can recognize what faction you are by what you're wearing, by how you hold yourself.
Oh yeah, like so he comes across as like pretty smug, like he's really pleased with himself about something, and I imagine like you've heard the reports of what's been going on. So I mean, yeah, if you're just catching me, like I don't seem to notice your look though. I don't think so.
Maybe I walk over with a drink, like, hello, Bantresh, and offer you the drink.
I look at it.
I have a drink of my own as well.
And I step away.
I'll just like shrug and down both drinks.
Beautiful.
But like you get the little notification on the top corner, Maximilian will remember this.
Exactly.
Who's left?
Cypher, did you do your second one?
I did not do my second one. I have an idea for it.
I think you're the last one.
It is for Jacobin, which is something about me catches your eye and your look lingers. What is it? So I think at this point, things are like winding down, and I'm just sort of standing like sort of near the exit, and I think something about me catches your gaze. What could it be?
What are you wearing?
Wearing sort of a formal sort of dress uniform.
I think you're the opposite of Amzo. So it's your disappointing lack of style.
Nice. I like it.
That's rough.
Cool.
And I think that's everyone.
Yes. Cool. So that was our first game.
Cool.
Also, we're at the top of the hour, so we're going to take our first break. Then we'll come back and we'll play this for a couple more hours of all the random different games for Firebrands. So hang on tight, guys. We'll be back in 6 minutes. Get a drink, get a snack. We'll see you guys on the other side.